Ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to delve into a profound and timeless truth encapsulated in the first law of karma. As you sow, so shall you reap. This principle, deeply rooted in ancient texts and echoed across various spiritual traditions, reminds us that our actions have consequences and that we are architects of our own destiny. Let us begin with a powerful story from the life of Buddha, a story that illustrates this principle vividly. One day, while Buddha was meditating, a young man visited him. He looked upset. Buddha asked him the reason, and the young man said that he was deeply troubled by his circumstances. He had been facing continuous failures in his endeavors and felt that life was unfair. He sought Buddha's wisdom on how to change his fortune. Buddha, understanding the young man's distress, decided to teach him a lesson on karma. He asked the young man to bring two earthen pots, some pebbles, and butter. The young man, thinking these items were part of a ritual, went to the market and bought them. Buddha then instructed him to fill one pot with pebbles and the other with butter, seal them, and drop both pots into a nearby pond. The young man did so, and both pots sank to the bottom. Buddha then asked him to break them open with a stick. The young man struck hard, breaking the pots. Butter from one pot started floating in the pond, while pebbles from the other pot settled at the bottom. Buddha then said, "Now call all your priests and ask them to pray for the butter to sink and the pebbles to float on the surface." Shocked, the young man exclaimed, "How is it possible? The pebbles are heavier than water and will stay at the bottom, while butter is lighter and will float. Doing the opposite is against the natural law." Buddha replied, "Young man, you understand the natural law well, but you forget that it applies to everyone. If you have performed actions that are heavy like pebbles, they will weigh you down. If you have performed actions that are light like butter, they will lift you up. Your circumstances are the result of your past actions. To change your fortune, you must change your actions." The young man fell at Buddha's feet, thinking and thanking him for teaching this profound lesson. The law of nature clearly defines that whatever we do, good or bad, we will get it back. This is the law of karma, and no external power can change it. While we live, we must perform good deeds in our day-to-day lives. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. These words from Bible, Galatians 6-7, echo the essence of karma. The Bhagavad Gita, another ancient text, also emphasizes this principle. Your right is to perform your duty and not to the fruits thereof. Bhagavad Gita 2-47. This profound teaching instructs us to focus on our actions rather than worrying about the outcomes. Throughout history, many great individuals have embodied this principle, reaping the rewards of their virtuous deeds. Mahatma Gandhi, for instance, believed deeply in the power of karma. His commitment to non-violence and truth not only led to India's independence, but also inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, Gandhi often said, illustrating the karmic law that selfless actions bring profound fulfillment and positive repercussions. Similarly, the life of Martin Luther King Jr. reflects the karmic principle. His unwavering commitment to justice and equality, even in the face of immense adversity, has left an indelible mark on the world. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, King declared, highlighting the interconnectedness of our actions and their consequences. Consider the life of Nelson Mandela. After spending 27 years in prison, he emerged without bitterness, advocating for reconciliation and peace. Mandela's actions, rooted in compassion and forgiveness, exemplify the karmic belief that positive actions lead to positive outcomes. The greatest glory in living lies not only is in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Mandela's words remind us that perseverance in righteousness brings eventual triumph. Let us now reflect on the teachings of the Bible. In the book of Proverbs, it is written, "He who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward." Proverbs 11 to 18. This timeless wisdom urges us to sow seeds of righteousness, ensuring that our harvest is one of peace, joy, and fulfillment. The ancient Hindu scriptures also provide profound insights into karma. The Upanishads declare, "One becomes good by good actions and bad by bad actions." This simple yet powerful statement reinforces the idea that our actions define our destiny. To bring this concept closer to home, let's think about the daily actions and choices we make. Every act of kindness, every moment of patience, every effort to help others sets in motion a cycle of positivity. Conversely, acts of selfishness, cruelty, or dishonesty set in motion a cycle of negativity. What goes around comes around is a common saying, succinctly captures the essence of karma in our everyday lives. Now, imagine a world where everyone understood and practiced this principle. A world where people acted with awareness, knowing that their actions would come back to them. Such a world would be characterized by compassion, cooperation, and harmony. This is not an utopian fantasy, but a potential reality, achievable if we all commit to living by the first law of karma. Consider the life of the great emperor Ashoka. After witnessing the devastating consequences of his conquests, he embraced Buddhism and dedicated his life to nonviolence and the welfare of his people. Ashoka's transformation and subsequent actions illustrate how understanding and applying the law of karma can lead to profound personal and societal change. In conclusion, the first law of karma teaches us that we are the creators of our own destiny. As you sow, so shall you reap. This principle is a call to action, urging us to live with integrity, kindness, and compassion. By understanding and embracing this law, we can transform our lives and the world around us. Let us be inspired by the lives of great individuals who have embodied this principle. Let us sow seeds of goodness, knowing that our actions will return to us, shaping our lives and our future. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked, for whatever one sows, that will he also reap. Galatians 6-7. As we go forth, let us commit to living this by profound truth. Let us perform good deeds, knowing that they will come back to us in abundance. Let us avoid harmful actions, knowing that they too will return to us. And let us remember, in the words of Buddha, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Thank you for listening. May you all sow seeds of love, kindness, and righteousness. And may you reap a harvest of joy, peace, and fulfillment. Like and share this video to spread the wisdom of karma. Together, we can make a difference.